Today, we're going to talk about how to keep your team busy during the shoulder season. This is a make or break moment and series of decisions that you have to make every year whenever you're in shoulder season. So I'm going to give you a scenario that you're probably pretty familiar with. It's October. It's November. It was 80 degrees here yesterday, and our team is slow. So what I often hear people say is, okay, the team is slow. I'm gonna have them do some shop work. We're gonna clean the trucks, we're gonna clean the warehouse. And really, these are all the wrong thing to be doing. So the core problem is that this happens every year. And we have to be now switching from this mindset of how do we stay busy into, well, how do we maximize what we're doing during this time period? This is one of the problems that when you solve it, your business begins to scale because you're solving the right stuff. So let's unpack this a little bit more. It's shoulder season. I want to keep my guys busy. So I'm going to do some shop work. I'm going to do some painting. I'm going to do some new construction. That means I'm choosing to not figure out how to drive leads. So I'm not solving my lead flow problem. I'm choosing to get into a totally different line of work, which is new construction. It's going to take a really big skill switch. So our technicians, our installers, our service techs, our salespeople, they're going to have to figure out a totally different thing. We haven't figured out how to touch memberships yet or outbound our customers. Otherwise, we would be able to do something. We didn't figure out promos. We didn't figure out how to drive demand when there's very little of it. But the reality is you can solve some of these problems. So the big one is, can we keep our service techs busy? Because if we can keep our service techs busy, we know that some of that is going to turn into sales opportunities. And if it turns into sales opportunities, that's when we start to have some real leverage. So we'll go from one to the next. So we have leads, we have service, sales, and fulfillment. So leads, you can do memberships, or you can do retail tune-ups or discounted tune-ups by outbounding your customer base. Once you get service technicians on site, that's when sales opportunities start opening up. And sales opportunities, that's when you get some leverage. Now, pricing can and should be dynamic. If my board is empty and I have nothing going on and my guys are painting the warehouse, nobody wins by me being very firm on my pricing. It is better to have a zero profit day than a zero revenue day. So once we get the sales opportunity, that's when we start to really look at what we have available. Well, now we're totally dialed in, because fulfillment can just do their thing. So instead of our installers running around doing nothing in the warehouse or doing new construction and getting distracted, these two big things that we just did got us through shoulder season. And it's hard, I'm not saying it's not, but those two things is how you win shoulder season year in and year out. You continue growing your membership base, you continue strategically scheduling, you continue using outbound promos for tune-ups during slow season, you generate sales opportunities, and you use dynamic pricing to win more sales opportunities at a lesser margin, but you keep guys going. Our HVAC has grown hundreds of percents over the past few years purely by using this strategy, and we haven't had to touch new construction. I don't have anybody painting in the warehouse, but that is what we used to do because we didn't try to solve the core problem, which is how do we keep our service guys busy and how do we still sell jobs even at a lesser price. So that's how you get through shoulder season as a plumbing, HVAC, or electric business.